Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you are here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree? Yes. You are knowing what you are wanting? It moves about, yes. You are enjoying the discovery of new desire. You are enjoying the discovery of the idea of the desire even before the manifestation. You are able to feel the freshness of new desire calling through you even before you have completely answered the call and have allowed it to manifest. Just the idea of the expansion feels good to you? Well, then you've figured it all out. We're done. Because when here in your physical format, your environment helps you to clarify improvement, and it does all day, every day. What would be better about that? What could be better about that? What would feel better? What would sound better? What would look better? What would be better? It would be better if your phones don't ring during the seminar. That would be better. See how it works? In every moment, there is contrast that helps you to know. And when you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. And something as simple as that, in other words, we're wanting you to know that the telephone's not ringing is better. And you whose telephone rang really knows it would be better. In other words, you are having the most poignant experience of all. It'll be an interesting thing if you ever turn your telephone back on again. When you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. It really is just that simple. But what so many of our physical friends don't realize is that when you know what you don't want, even if no words are spoken, in other words, but you just know that you seek that improvement, without words, you are offering this vibrational request. Everything is vibrational in your world, even you. Do you know that? You are vibrational first and foremost. And even though you see yourselves in this manifested form, you see and hear and smell and taste and touch, you translate your environment into this physical equivalent and you call it reality. There is a vibrational reality that is dominant to all of that we want to make you aware of in a way that you even make your awareness of your vibrational reality keener than your awareness of your visual reality or your verbal reality. Now, of course, you could not see if vibration did not exist. What you see is a vibrational translation. You could not hear if vibration did not exist. You understand that as you study vibrations of sound. But we want you to know that there is vibration of smell and vibration of touch and vibration of taste. Everything is vibrational. You are vibrational beings. And when you turn your attention to the mechanism within you, we call it your emotional guidance system, your emotions. When you turn your attention to your emotions, which are your indicator of your vibration, then you begin to understand not only who you are as you stand in your physical body, but how who you are in your physical body fits into the bigger scheme of things, how you relate to the source within you, how you relate to your soul, to that which man calls spirit or God. We refer to that as source energy. When you pay attention to the way you feel, you now have an indication, a conscious indication of the vibrational relationship between the two important aspects of you. Well, what are those two aspects? Well, there's the physical you. You see you. It certainly makes sense that you and your physical body are an aspect of you. You are a vibrational being here having this experience. And before you came into this physical body, you were non-physical energy, a non-physical aspect, you might say. We want you to realize, and many of you do, that even though you are here in this physical body, that non-physical part of you did not cease to be as you became present here. That non-physical part of you exists as non-physical source energy. And that non-physical source energy stands as the culmination of all that you have gained through all that you have lived. In other words, through life exposure, you have continued to ask and improve and become, to eternally evolve. And that source energy, God force, spirit, soul part of you stands in that vibrational beingness. And you, as you stand in your moment, thinking your thought and feeling your emotion, can know by the way you feel how in concert your in the moment thought is with who you really are and what you really think. For example, when you see someone who is annoying and you proclaim to yourself or out loud that this is an annoying person, that discord that you feel, that you would call irritation or frustration or even anger, is your indicator that your conclusion, your opinion, your attitude about the present subject does not match the attitude or the opinion of the source within you. Because source within you loves that irritating person, even though you are finding that irritating person irritating. When you love, that feeling of love is that feeling of alignment. A feeling of hatred is a feeling of misalignment. Anger, misaligned. Whether you are guilty or blameful, misaligned. Because the source within you will not find fault with you or anyone else. And when you do, when you proclaim someone unworthy or inappropriate or just plain wrong, when you take the time to ferret someone out and point at it and call it wrong, in that judging, I don't want you, I want to push you away and what you're doing away attitude, you are, and you're free to do it, you are activating a vibration that the source within you never activates. And how do you know that the source within you is not now activating a similar vibration? You feel the discord. It's what negative emotion is. When you see someone and you appreciate them, that feeling of appreciation that wells up in you is your indicator that your vibrational attitude, your vibrational opinion matches that of the source within you. When you love someone, there's no disparity between the vibrational aspects of you and you. You are aligned. You are allowing the fullness of who you are. So many of you say, Esther says it daily, Abraham, I don't get why that doesn't irritate you. That irritates me. Why would someone behave that way? And we say to Esther, a better question than why are they behaving that way is, how does my awareness of their behavior feel? Or a better thing to say would be, why am I using that behavior as my current reason to cause vibrational disparity between who I really am and myself in this moment? Isn't that too big of a price to pay? And we say, we really think it is. But then often you say, well, if I'm not here to form an opinion, if I'm not here to make a judgment, if I'm not here to come to a conclusion of what I prefer, then what do you mean that I'm sorting through contrast and using the contrast to help me to identify what I want? And we say, well, that part's exactly right. But you did not intend to come forth, sift through the contrast, pick out the parts you don't want or that you don't like, and then make a career out of pointing out what's wrong with it. You don't go to a buffet and spend your whole time standing in line telling the nice people behind the counter, I don't like that, and I don't like that, and I don't like that. What were they thinking? Who would put that there? Why would they put that there? I don't even want to know what that is. That's not the way you choose from your buffet. You select from among it what you want. And that's what you intended to do when you came into this physical time-space reality. You expected to have exposure to life that would help you to identify improvement. And you knew that when you, out here on the leading edge, ferret out an improvement, you knew that the larger part of you, that would be us, that would be source, that would be your inner being, that would be that non-physical part of you. You knew that that non-physical part of you would then hold steady to the improved version that you have carved out of life. And that's exactly what happens. When you don't have enough money, you ask for more, whether you use words or not. You ask vibrationally. And when that rocket of desire, that other side of the vibrational wave, when that bounce occurs, the source within you holds steady forevermore your new conclusion about the prosperity that you seek. But when you look back at the circumstance that caused you to ask for more money, and you defend the needing or the wanting of more money by pointing out how hard it is without it, or how unjust it is without it, or how not fair, how not right, how annoying, how unpleasant, how many others are experiencing it, maybe in the same way, as you defend or rationalize or justify your improvement request, you hold yourself out of vibrational alignment with the improvement that you have requested. And you hold yourself instead in vibrational alignment with the problem that caused the solution. Now, this is the thing that we so want you to understand. As you're moving through life experience, exposed to all kinds of circumstances and events and other people and their ideas and beliefs and desires, you can't help but come to a steady stream of conclusions about what, from your perspective, would be better. And as those conclusions emanate from you, and the source within you makes them a vibrational reality by holding to the vibrational frequency of them, you can then, from the moment of the birth of the new desire, you can feel what your vibrational relationship is to that improvement. That's what your emotions give you. Your emotions give you moment by moment feedback. Your emotions let you know whether you're a match to what you want or whether you're a match to what you don't want. And what you begin to understand as you listen to us talking about these universal laws is that the powerful law of attraction, which is a law that responds to the vibrational basis of all it is, this law of attraction is the law that makes it possible that when you set your radio dial on 6:30 a.m., you hear what's being broadcast from the station that is broadcasting 6:30 a.m. The frequency of the transmitter and the receiver have to match up. And everything in this universe, every particle, every piece of dirt, every organism, every part of you, everything that exists in all that you see and in that which you do not see, is a vibrational basis that is transmitting and receiving constantly. And those transmitting and receiving signals are being organized by this powerful law of attraction, which says in simple terms, that which is likened to itself is drawn. So if you set your frequency on, I don't have enough money, and you stay there long enough that you set your frequency on, I don't have enough money and I am really irritated about it, I don't have enough money and I am frightened about it, as you set your frequency there, even though you may be going through all of the motions that might bring money to others, you hold the money that you're asking for away from you because, and you often don't even realize you're doing it, you have tuned yourself to the frequency of not enough. And when you tune yourself to the frequency of not enough money, or when you tune yourself to the frequency of a physical condition that you do not want, when you tune yourself by practice to a vibrational frequency, law of attraction cannot buck your current. You cannot receive around the signal that you're offering. The signal that you're offering equals your point of attraction.